Hi, welcome to Deus Ex. We're doing side mission 0, I guess. Weirdly, it's Neon Nights. You pick it up just beneath Jensen's apartment. You will find in the stairwell, well, not just beneath, but in the stairwell where Jensen's apartment is, you'll find this ventilation shaft. And if you pop in there, you'll get 200 experience and Explorer. You can go in through the front and hack the door, but actually it's easier this way because you can make some noise. And this guy will come over and wander. You can kind of get away without mugging him out, but you may as well. Bit of experience. And then the place is safe to explore. Yay. If you don't, he'll shoot at you, which is kind of sucky. There's a computer on the side, some various bits and pieces to loot in here. Importantly, if you don't have hacking or a multi-tool at this point, don't worry too much, because there's a pocket secretary that I completely failed to pick up, which I will point out that has the password on it. But as always with hacking, if you go for the data store, it's beneficial. An extra 100 XP there, which is quite nice. So there kind of still is off on that bonus. But right there, you see the pocket secretary that I'm studiously ignoring on just to the left there. Just there, see? And I never pick it up. But there's the mission there. Neon Nights behind our backs. Well, actually behind our backs is the second stage. That will happen when you make it to northern Prague. It'll change to that. But that's the first objective, head to northern Prague. Head into this apartment block, follow the blue marker on your map, or just head up to this floor here to apartment 202. Now, there's a few ways in here. If you have remote hacking, you can remote hack the computer from the other side of the window to open the windows, to open the curtains. Otherwise, you can jump across here into your squad leader, I forget his name's apartment. And there's actually lots of things to see and do in here, but there's also a shortcut into the other department. So up there's a vent if you've got jumpy legs. I don't have jumpy legs yet, so I can't get up there, sadly. But you could come here before you do the org mission. That might be a way to do it, but then you probably won't have hacking, so I don't know, up to you. In here there's a computer to hack, nothing much on there though. I think I managed to get maybe one of the data stores. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, a couple of emails, but nothing to note. There's lots of booze to pick up in the cupboards. A few credit chips lying around, and importantly upstairs, if you smack this punch bag, there we are, it'll open a secret door. In there's a sniper rifle, which is pretty tasty if you want to go a-shooting. There's a computer to hack for a bit of experience, but there's literally nothing on it, which is weird. Perhaps there'll be something on it later, I'm not sure. And importantly, well, I mean, there's a safe as well. There we are, Director James Miller. I think I just do a straight hack on this, yeah, because I get busted and it got very close. But yeah, nothing on that computer. Very odd indeed. I'm thinking it'll come back later. Some absinthe in the corner as well. But in there's a triangle code. That's probably quite important. But if you hack this safe, there's 3 things here. So yeah, you can do that. There we go. Shouldn't be too hard. Unlock the safe. There's some credit chips in there, and a multi-tool, and a gas grenade, which we might want to use later. This is quite a long mission. What we'll need, well, there's a few things you'll need. Multi-tools or decent level hacking are going to be essential. Jumpy legs. Ghost is pretty useful, the stealth skin. If you want to hack in through the front door, you can do it this way. I found this despite it being not a terribly difficult hack. It gave me a bit of trouble, so as always, save before you hack, if you want to maximise that. I'm running this hack at slow speed just to show you what I normally do, because I normally speed them up. I'll sometimes use a reveal. I think I use one here in the end. Yeah, there we go. To find out where everything is, and I end up taking quite a long way around to this. And get busted there. But there was no data store after all that, but still plenty of time. Anyway, once you're in there, as soon as you go inside, the home security systems will kick off, so you need to rush and hack this computer as quickly as you can. It's a very easy hack, but again, you can always use a multi-tool if you don't have hacking. This is the one place that you definitely need to hack, and there's sadly no way around it. But I managed to get the data store, which gave me, I got it, 200 credits. Yeah, there we go, 200 credits, so that was quite nice. And then in the house AI, as soon as you log on to that, it will add your biometric details to the scan. There's a couple of things you want to do here. One, hire cleaning services. This will get you the neon Rave card, although that's not essential. You want to open the curtains, I guess you can. Change the mood lighting, obviously. But also security, you can open a wall panel, and there's a credit chip in there. There's some emails, but nothing of any import on them. You can read them and get a bit more background about what's going on, but none of it essential. There's the wall panel there with the credit chip inside. There. There's a bunch of booze in the kitchen, as you might expect. Yeah, so make sure to grab all that stuff. There we are. And there's a merchant directly above you who will visit briefly as well. In the bathroom is where we need to be, though. Here, for the pocket secretary, this will advance the mission to the next step. It's going to tell you about the neon party and move the marker. Now you can pop upstairs, there's some other bits and pieces to loot. There's some painkillers I think on the side, and like maybe some crafting material in there, and like a credit chip and other goodies, and also a body there with a pocket secretary on it, although I don't think I loot the body. The pocket secretary doesn't have much to add to the situation, there's no information on it. Yeah, so upstairs, if you need it, which you probably will after having a bit of a loot around there, if you check out all the other apartments, you can go into this guy's bedroom and shut the door and clean him out. There's some crafting equipment, a pocket secretary with a code for the storage in the courtyard area, and yeah, I think like a credit chip in one of these maybe. There we go. And then obviously go and sell your stuff. Now this guy actually does really good prices for weapons, but not such good prices for booze. The guy in Jensen's apartment offers the best price for booze as far as I can tell. Anyway, once you've sold your stuff, what you want to do is leave, just fast travel anywhere, and then fast travel back to 202, and you'll see that the apartment has been cleaned up, the cleaning services have been, and upstairs on the bed there is a swan towel. If you search that, you will get the neon Rave card, the neon key card for the Rave. Now from here we're going to head all the way south in northern Prague. There we are there, into this courtyard. So make your way down there. There's a few ways into here if you can't be bothered to wait for the northern key card because loading times are appalling. You can chuck a frag grenade at the door. That'll blow it open. As long as you run in quickly, the police won't be too upset. They'll come and investigate, but they won't see you because you'll be in the Rave. All the people will panic and run away, but that's okay because you don't need to talk to any of them. That was a pretty rubbish throw, but it still took the door out. Delayed explosion, awesome. So you can go in that way. You can also go around here to the left if you've got super strength and open this. Move that, punch through there, and inside there is some electricity. Now you'll need to be quick and you'll need a hypostim, but jump up here. And then when you're ready, run to the panel at the end on the left. There's no, did I just say there's no breaker to switch it off? Duck, use your health here, open the vent, run through, and you're clear. You shouldn't take too much damage, or at least not enough damage to kill you, and you're in that way. Finally, you can just use the neon keycard there on the front door if you bothered to hire the cleaning services. And that's obviously the easiest way in. There's nothing at all to loot in here. I had a look around. It's a pretty rubbish rave as well. Only about 10 people here plus a DJ. I suspect they're not making so much money, although perhaps the money comes from the drugs. And you can hear them talking in the background a little bit about the fact that people taking neon when they're also on neuropozyne ends up killing them. So orgs can't take neon. Hack this door. It's a pretty simple one. Only level 1, or use a multi-tool. There is a data store there. I think it gave, honestly I can't remember, maybe a stopworm? Oh, a couple of data stores, my apologies. There we go, credits and nuke software. And you can hear the guys talking in the background about the fact that neuropozyne causes problems. Anyway, there's a body in here with a pocket secretary on it, so grab that. And then when you read it, it'll flash up in a second, there we are. That will activate the next part of the step to investigate the cleaning service. Now that is all the way on the other side of Prague. It's about 200 meters away. So you're going to have to, quite a long run across Prague. There we are. Behind our backs. No, the Rave. No, we've done the Rave. Anyway, you get the idea. Head over here to the northeast of northern Prague. So once you're over here, there's an apartment block with lots of rooms in it. There's some neuropozyne in one, there's an ebook reader in another, so take your time to explore all those. There's a few ways into the apartment, if that's how you want to go about it, but make sure to loot this storage container. There's some crafting materials and a pistol and a vent up here, importantly. So go activate that vent, there we are, and then make your way through here. If you've got jumpy legs, you can jump up there and it'll take you straight to the room that you need to be in, which is pretty useful. If you don't have jumpy legs, come through here, I can't believe I didn't check this room. There's probably some good stuff in here. Carry on that way. If you take a right, it'll take you to the metro station. If you carry straight on, it'll take you to this room. It's okay here if you don't have jumpy legs. There's some good stuff in there too. Biocell, some credits, and a hyposim. Hypostim. You can't jump up there, but there is, if you're strong, you can, there we go, grab this. I put it in the worst place. You need to put it sort of all the way over, completely really away from where I am. You'll see in a second. I finally get up on top of this stupid thing. And then I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Aren't I clever? So there we go. Carry it sort of halfway down at least. There. And then you can jump up onto here, and then you want to jump over to the other side, and you can punch through this wall. That will take you into the bathroom of the room that you need to be in, and actually if you've got jumpy legs you can get up even further. But if you've got jumpy legs you can get up into that room anyway. The other way you can get in there is good old-fashioned hacking on the front door. So just make your way up to the marker. You'll know it's the right door because it's got a massive swan on it. It's a level 2 hack, so multi-tool or level 2 hacking. Hacking and the CASIE sim are the best ways, I think the best investments for experience early on. Because the potential to earn back the cost of the Praxis kits is huge. Anyway, with that said, there's loads of stuff to get in here, so make sure you check all the nooks and crannies. There's endless drawers with crafting equipment and credit chips. There's a few empty ones. There's a pocket secretary with not much on it. There we are. Yeah, ammo, weapons, all the good stuff. There's one of those things that you can sell. I forget what it's called. There's the wall that we smashed earlier from the other side. Hyposim, hypnostim, whatever the hell they're called. Booze. Lots of swans, although they don't really interact much. And then quite a sneaky hidden sellable thing here behind the vacuum cleaner, so don't miss that. But then when you're done with all that, oh yeah, don't miss these lockers either. Crafting equipment and I think some ammo or something. And some painkillers. This is what you want to pull here, this spray bottle. That will unlock this door, which you can then open, and you'll see the vent on the left, after you've checked those drawers with nothing in them, is where we could have jumped up previously. So, you know where I said if you've got jumpy legs you can come up when you're in the vent because there was a jump there? Well, that's where that is there. So if you want to take that shortcut you can, but obviously you'll miss out on some experience for hacking and stuff. Anyway, once you're there, multi-tool the terminal or hack it. It's level 4, so it's quite a tough one. I think I don't remember what I do here. Maybe I get all the data stores? Who knows? Let's see. Having a bit of a think. Yeah, there we go. I got busted pretty early. And I did not manage. I ended up, I think, blowing 2 stopworms and a overclock on this in the end. Yeah, pretty messy. Didn't even get any of the data stores. Oh well. Unlock the safe, and in here you will find what you need for the mission. Pocket secretary, a multi-tool, and a credit chip. The pocket secretary is obviously the big ticket item. And if you read that, there we are, changing plans. It's too tough for me to smuggle Neon out of the lab. So this will tell us that we have to go all the way back to Jensen's apartment, into the subways underneath them. And we've got a code, 0311. There's a couple of level 5 security doors to hack. So you'll definitely want to, oh yeah, sorry, while you're in the apartment as well, don't forget to have that previous apartment block, don't forget to have a look around, as I mentioned, Europazine, ebook and some other stuff. Head back to southern Prague. To Jensen's apartment, into the subway. The marker will tell you where to go, so check your map, but you've probably been here plenty of times before. It's where the Cult of Personality entrance is, amongst other things. There's lots of ways into this sewer, so take the one that feels right for you. Can't believe I didn't speed up climbing down those stairs. Oh well. Once down here, take a right. You want to drop down here. There we are. And at the end here, there's if you've got immunity to electricity, you can actually get up there through a level 2 hack and take a bit of a shortcut. Unfortunately, even if you switch that breaker off, when you make it up here, and it's a bit annoying because you're going to have to carry a box over, it's a bit annoying because the breaker has to be on for the keypad to work. So unless you're immune to electricity, there's not much you can do about this. You will die while you're hacking otherwise. So yeah, or you'll get through a lot of hypno stims. Why do I hypo stims, whatever they are, health packs. You'll get through a lot there. Anyway, the first door down here, level 5. I've already hacked this in a previous save, but here I pulled the footage out. The code 0311 will unlock this if you don't want to hack. There is a data store you can see on the sort of right, directly down, and I think I go get it in a second. Do I? Yes. So the way I tend to do hacking is I'll cut the path to the exit first, and then if anything goes wrong I can always quickly hack the exit. I'm fortifying here as well, which is unnecessary. I'm just concerned that something's going to go wrong like that. Then wait for the firewall to get broken through. There we are. And then when this is about 70% done, I can start the hack on the exit, knowing that the data store will finish and I'll have plenty of time to get out. Well, a second and a half. There we are, and 450 credits. Woo woo! Then open this door. There's a turret here, but it's actually super easy to get behind. Just wait for it to look to the left, and then we're going to run in around it to the right. And at this point I actually bought hacking turrets because I didn't have it at this point. This is really early on in the game. I was just exploring the sewers. And there is the security terminal behind it. There's a pocket secretary with a code that we're going to need as well on the sofa. So if you can hack the turret, that's great. If you only have strength and don't have hacking, that's okay, because what you can do is actually pick the turret up from behind and just put it in the corner so it's not looking at the sofa. You'll see here, I switch it off now, but if you have strength you can pick the turret up. Come on, we can do it. There we go. There's the pocket secretary. And that's got the code I'm Carcosa on it, which is the password for the security terminal in the next room that we're going into. But you can hack that too. There's a little bit of credits, 52 and 30, 82 credits. Quite nice. You might want a couple of gas grenades here as well. Not essential, but they'll make your life a little bit easier. We're going to get Ghost and Smooth Operator in the next section. But you'll see here you can pick that thing up and just put it in the corner or chuck it down there if you can't hack it and you want to get the code off the... so you can put 0311 if you want to get the code off out of the safe. Anyway, you can put 0311 in there or attempt to hack it. I attempted to hack it and ended up blowing, I think, like a whole bunch of stop worms again, and failed to get any data stores. So it was a bit of a miserable job. I should have just done the job. Anyway, through here. This is the chem lab where neon is made, and I stumbled across here earlier, but as you can see I stopped. I reloaded a save where I hadn't actually cracked that final door. Because you can come straight here and just shut down the neon production, but you'll obviously miss out on a huge amount of experience on the way. Now we've got a dude up there, you can see him there. He's over by the security computer, and two guys down here. As an absolute bare minimum, you'll need to take out probably this guy and the guy just to the right. And make sure to hide the body so that the dude patrolling up by the security computer doesn't see it. There we are, there's one body. Nothing to loot, sadly. And then this chap here, there's some shotgun ammo there, and I realised that I was almost full on my inventory, so you'll see I go back and save in a second after I've killed this guy. There we go. Now that body should be safe from being seen there as well. But then, yeah, this is where I saved. You want to come up here. There's two ways to do this, right? One is just to rush straight for the chemist and get your Ghost and Smooth Operator bonus, and then after you've got all the mission rewards, then you can clean the guys out and pick up all the equipment. And I'd recommend that's a more effective way to do it, because it's so easy. There's so many guys in that room on the left that actually pulling them out one by one is really tricky, and you'll blow your Ghost reward if you just gas them. But head under here. You can hide under the bridge when the camera's not looking at you. Watch out for the camera over to the left as well. There's a biocell doodad there, so grab that if you go that way. You can actually open the door from down there. but just open the door, sneak through there. As soon as you get close to the chemist, this cutscene will trigger. The other way to do it is you're going to need invisibility. There's absolutely no way around this. I've tried so many ways to get in here without, or to get up to the security thing, and the problem is the chemist working at the lab over here always, or not over here, but the lab down in the, well, in the lab, he's basically standing always looking up at you. But get your tranq gun, shoot this guy in the back of the head. You can shoot him through the chicken wire, thankfully. Doink. Then there we go, over this way, and this is where you're going to want invisibility. So fire up a biocell. I think this is the first biocell I've actually used. And then climb up here. You see this guy, basically as soon as you start climbing that ladder, the guy in the lab will see you and there's nothing you can do about it, which is why you want the ghost bonus. Anyway, up here, the security computer, Einkarkosa is the password, so you can just type that in. And it took me a while to realise I can just actually use my keyboard to type it in rather than having to navigate around with the gamepad like a fool. Anyway, turn off all these things. Disable the alarm and everything else. Don't forget to have a little loot around. There's some hacking software, some guns, a credit chip, and some consumables down there. And once you've done that, you can just head around to the left. Again, I would not recommend trying to clear that room at this point because it's really, really tough. I managed to pull out like 2 of the guys, and then one of them saw me, and it just became really annoying. So go around here, and to the left again, and you'll drop down behind the chemist here. Once you've done that, you can grab that multi-tool and that pocket secretary. Hurrah! And then just walk towards the chemist and the cutscene will kick off. Now, if you've got the CASIE mod, you can squeeze another 500 experience out of this. Again, the CASIE mod pays for itself pretty quickly. But you want to say dismantle, and then you'll get an option to persuade, at which point go omega omega, so top choice twice. Actually, on the first one, I've had to play this through so many times. On the first option, you can say whatever you like. As long as you say omega on the second one, you'll get your 500 spin doctor reward. There doesn't appear to be a way to get silver tongued for 1,000, which you can get on longer conversations. If you didn't, if you don't have the CASIE, you want to go warn to the left and confront to the top, and she'll do it. Either way, you'll get 1,500 completionist, another 750 completionist, and you should have smooth operator and ghost for another 400 bonus. Once you're done there, don't forget to come back and clean out this middle room. A couple of gas grenades will do it, or of course you can just go like nuts, because actually being busted now doesn't matter because you've already got all the mission rewards. I just like gas grenades. I think they're quite amusing. Anyway, when those guys are down, you should get another 120 or so experience for that. You can go down here, and there is an awful lot of great stuff to loot. They've all got tactical shotguns, so if you're really trying to milk it for cash, you can go and sell those one by one. There's a bunch of hacking stuff. There's some neuropazine on the table there. There's a gun with a silencer on it, which I left behind, I think, which is a shame, because actually that would be quite nice. I might actually go back and get that. Yeah, what else? Some crafting equipment, lots of crafting equipment. And then also, don't forget to check outside. Because, as we saw earlier, there's a biocell. There's some crafting equipment around there as well, more crafting equipment down there. And then if you go over to the left-hand side where we snuck around previously, crafting equipment there, and the biocell that we missed earlier. So yeah, definitely take your time to loot that place absolutely clean. Many, many delicious goodies. On the left, let's put the golden ticket there. I haven't put the videos up there. And on the right, some points of interest around southern Prague. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.